Today, we're diving into some of the most intense moments from the Joe Rogan Experience, where Joe Rogan has lost his temper with guests during live episodes. These conversations often start on friendly terms, but can quickly turn into heated debates. Let's break down these confrontations, starting with one of the most controversial guests, Steven Crowder. 1. Steven Crowder, the heated marijuana debate.
See, this is where I was saying
hold on, don't interrupt me, you fuck. And they're high.
See,
because, hold on, stop.
No, hold on a second. This is
you
because you just
interrupt way too much.
No,
you need to stop.
You talk
hold
in
on
paragraphs.
a second. No. I don't talk in
Go ahead,
paragraphs.
let me make my point. Again, my point is I don't care about it.
Yeah, you do.
Steven Crowder, a conservative political commentator and comedian, appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience in 2015. Number 2. Jamie Kilstein, the assault joke controversy.
For the sake of honesty, the real issue came not just because of that, but because of your characterization.
The next day.
Yeah.
Totally. So the next day...
There's a video out about it that someone put together called the Kilstein Delusion.
Yeah, and some of that shit was taken out of context. Some of that shit I will completely own up to.
Comedian Jamie Kilstein's appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience became infamous for its discussion of sensitive topics, particularly sexual assault. Kilstein, who often championed feminist causes, found himself in a heated conversation with Rogan. 3. Candace Owens, the climate change showdown.
About it and then have an opinion, but you're stating this opinion without having any real understanding of what climate science is.
You and I are just having a conversation.
Yeah, but why have an opinion on something that you don't have data about? This is my question. I don't necessarily have an opinion on climate science.
Candace Owens, a prominent conservative commentator, is known for her outspoken views on a wide range of topics. However, when she appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience, it was her skepticism of climate change that led to one of the most heated exchanges between Rogan and a guest. Room 4. Bryan Callen, calling out the tough guy act.
I got bullied for a full year, and it turned me into a fucking, if somebody tried to bully me, I'll show up at your fucking house and kill you. That's what happens. I get so angry.
Here's your problem. You've talked to too many guys that let you say shit like that, and then it becomes like vernacular.
Bryan Callen, a longtime friend of Rogan and a frequent guest on the show, is known for his humorous takes on life and relationships. However, in one episode, things took a serious turn when Callen shared his story about being bullied. Callen claimed that enduring bullying for a year had turned him into a stronger, tougher person. Number 5. Nick DiPaolo, the Trump debate.
Go to Fox News and pull up an article of how many times Hillary was inaccurate.
Do you know what a whataboutism is? A
whataboutism?
Yeah, when someone talks about something and instead of refuting it with facts, they go, yeah, well, what about Hillary? What about Bill? Bill did it too.
Comedian Nick DiPaolo, known for his strong conservative views, brought his political opinions to the Joe Rogan Experience, leading to a fiery debate about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. During the episode, Rogan argued that Trump was a liar, citing numerous instances where Trump had been caught making false statements. 6. Adam Conover, the transgender rights discussion.
You're making this leap to confirm that, you're 100% cool with trans people and you're going to recognize this child as trans, but you're doing something to this child's body that you can't turn around. If this child decides at whatever age we decide that you can make rational decisions to transition as trans, let them fully develop first.
Adam Conover, the host of Adam Ruins Everything, appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience to discuss a range of topics, including the sensitive issue of transgender rights. Conover argued in favor of hormone therapy and gender confirmation treatments for transgender children, asserting that such treatments were necessary to help alleviate the distress caused by gender dysphoria. Number 7. Brian Redban, the self-promotion argument.
I just rewatched a little bit of it the other day.
So strange.
Yeah.
And it's so young-faced.
I know, and skinnier.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 fucking years.
Are we recording? I think we're recording.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get snowflakes. We should have had snowflakes on.
Yeah.
Brian Redban, the original producer of the Joe Rogan Experience, was an integral part of the podcast's early days. However, over time, Redban began using the platform to promote his comedy career, which didn't sit well with Rogan. In one episode, Redban veered off topic to discuss his latest comedy projects, much to Rogan's frustration. Rogan felt that Redban was overstepping by promoting himself too much on the show, and the two got into an argument about the purpose of the podcast. Rogan emphasized that the show was about having meaningful conversations with guests, not self-promotion. Burr 8, Brian Dunning and Mark Gordon, the Miracle Supplement Debate.
Levels because the air was clear. There was no smog back then. So they were getting full strength of the radiation from the sun and they were dying. So the body
adapted. Are you saying that smog's protecting us from cancer? Is that what you're saying?
Bingo.
Relative to sun.
Joke just pieced it all together.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
in Hong Kong,
Medical professional Mark Gordon appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience to promote what he claimed was a miracle supplement that could prevent people from getting drunk. Rogan, ever the skeptic, laughed off the claim, calling it nonsense. However, Gordon insisted that the supplement was legitimate, and the debate quickly became a focal point of the episode. Later, another guest, Brian Dunning, appeared on to defend Gordon's claims and criticize Rogan for dismissing them so quickly. Number 9, Joey Diaz, political correctness and comedy.
Put on an album, and again, I'm very sorry if I offend somebody. I didn't name it this, he did. So take your fucking problem up with him. Name of the album is Bicentennial. I put it on, I listened to it twice, and I did an edible and cried. I've got the Periscope listening to Rich.
Joey Diaz, a comedian and actor, is known for his brash, unfiltered style. During one episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Diaz launched into a tirade about political correctness, expressing his frustration with the changing norms around language and comedy. Diaz made it clear that he had no intention of censoring himself or changing his views, even though many found his opinions offensive. Diaz referenced the title of his upcoming album, which was seen as controversial, but he refused to apologize, saying that he wasn't the one who named it. Eddie Bravo, the Flat Earth Debate.
this is so ridiculous. Let me see it, Jamie.
Watch
Come on,
it.
let me see the video.
Which one?
Tesla in space.
I know
The
it's
Tesla
a
in
4.5 hour video. Which
is it?
No,
part of
just
it
get a
do you want
short
me
one.
Trying to find the one that's from SpaceX.
We could
so
just-
that it's
We could just abandon this subject. So fruitless.
you know what?
Eddie Bravo, a martial artist and longtime friend of Rogan, is known for his outlandish conspiracy theories, including his belief in the flat Earth theory. While Rogan is open to discussing a variety of topics, he drew the line at Bravo's insistence that the Earth is flat. During one episode, Bravo presented his arguments and sources, but Rogan wasn't having it. He rejected Bravo's claims outright, calling them ridiculous and questioning the validity of the sources Bravo was citing. Despite their close friendship, Rogan wasn't afraid to push back hard against Bravo's more extreme beliefs.